Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Into the Black, episode 2. Today we're coming to you from the place where most of the party usually is. Now almost everyone, including Brandon, who is definitely here in the room and not phoning in from a laptop. Brandon is a laptop.
Yeah, I live digitally. It's a digital life for me.
He is an artificial intelligence, but we still love him.
Computery guy.
Jake is making sure the stream is all good, and then he'll be coming over to join us.
I'm checking the audio.
Alright, he's checking the audio, and the audio sounds pretty good.
We have a sound guy.
He's our sound guy.
His name is also Jake.
And our space rat.
He's holding a giant boom right now.
He is. He can't come over because he's holding the boom just out of frame.
Oh look, the other Jake.
I am
How
glowing
great.
brightly in this light.
Alright, nobody needs to see your butt. Come on.
Oh, my butt. It was my face.
Sure.
Lily, what is
the
the party cuisine for tonight's game?
The party cuisine tonight is a spinach salad with a light dusting of feta, some raw Californian crumbled walnuts, and some tart Montgomery cherries.
It was delicious.
It's all dressed with
Gotta drop the brand.
I do. It's a special olive oil and vinegar brand, Sagones in Sonoma.
Sagones.
You should go. They grow all their own olives. Everything is cold pressed extract. It's amazing.
Sagones. We're totally not sponsored by them.
We're not,
If
but
anyone
their olive
does-
oil is amazing.
If anyone makes salad dressing and would like to sponsor an episode, a different salad every episode, we're down.
We love salad.
Give us an email.
Yeah.
Um,
Dinner of Champions.
but now it's time for space.
Space.
When last we left our heroes, they had explored Black Rock Station, sold some stuff, made some money, met the people who run the station, who make it their home, and then met some new members of the neighborhood, some new neighbors who weren't as friendly. The Chainbreaker, a large pirate ship with a strange magnetic weapon capable of destroying ships in a blink of an eye. They stole a shuttle, fled, and yes, Claude was very instrumental in getting away. They stole the shuttle, fled, but were only able to get as far as a nearby asteroid where they are hiding inside of a crevice.
Yeah, and we put all the systems and like communications and everything on dark.
So they can hide. Now, they have to figure out what to do next.
I think we said our plan was to do systems on, jump to the asteroid, go dark again, and then do little bits like that until we get far enough away to use
I thought we were just gonna gun it.
I thought we were gonna do that, get far enough away until we felt we could use the
fast.
what's the fancy engine?
Warp core.
We don't have a drift.
You don't
Drift
have a
engine.
drift
I was
drive.
like, it's not warp. Drift.
This vessel does not have a drift engine. It's too small.
Right.
But we are fast.
Very.
Right. So that's how we
Very
can jump
quick.
away. Little bursts. I thought. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think we could outrun their TIE fighters.
Do you think we can outrun their
The TIE fighters.
Well, we can out-evade it. Do evasive maneuvers.
You think we can evade
Isn't that right, Pilot?
the disintegrate thing?
I mean, if this is
I'm gonna run anyone. I mean, the ship might not be able to, but I can.
So we can throw him outside. He can run through space.
Great. This is all planned.
Well, wait a minute.
Is the guy still freaking out?
Nick has calmed down a little bit.
I remember I tried to comfort him and it went really badly because I'm still kind of drunk.
He's calmed down a little bit, but he's still way out of his element.
Am I drunk or drugged? I'm not sure.
Drunk.
Okay.
Now you're just drunk. Whatever other stuff was in that drink has worn off.
Okay, I feel better slightly then about that. Yeah, I mean, they're the experts. Y'all are the experts, so I don't know.
he don't seem to know his way around ships.
Yeah, Klob and I are both like, this is out of our depth. Like, we're like, we just want to be not dead, so. We
Yeah,
also
I
wanna be
can fly a ship,
not
but
disintegrated.
you know, seriously, this guy knows what he's talking about.
And I can fly a ship too. Any idiot can fly a ship. But,
Don't say that in front of the idiot that flies our ship.
yeah.
I don't have to fly the ship. I can get out of here on my own. I'll take an escape pod.
Do we have escape pods?
No, it's way too small. A ship like
This
that.
thing's barely bigger than an escape pod.
This is the
trust
escape
me.
pod.
I don't even fit
We're all
right.
the brute squad.
Do you want to look for an escape pod?
Does the ship have an escape pod?
Give me a.
Oh, I know this. We send the droids with the Death Star pod, and they don't shoot it because, well,
They're lazy. This is their 9 to 5.
Already
This is
know
the 4th
life-
ship they've
life
attacked
forms.
today.
Must have short-circuited.
Maybe they wanted to save on, laser fuel.
Plasma.
Excess laser ammo.
Do you want perception?
Death Star takes a lot
I
of
think,
these.
is there like an engineering or like a ship
There
knowledge?
is indeed engineering.
Is there like a ship knowledge roll?
Knowledge to recall about starship and vehicle models and parts. That's culture. And I reduced the DC by 5.
That.
So reduce the DC by 5. That is a 18.
This model of ship is not made with an escape pod because it's so little, and it's not for like fighting.
Right.
So it isn't.
It is expected that you would have like an emergency vac suit and a beacon.
Right. Okay.
It's rough, man.
Sort of like how like a car doesn't have an escape pod, but a fighter jet does. Does have an ejector seat.
This is a fast car, not quite a fighter jet.
This is a sports car. This is a sports car you're in. A very
Right.
fast sports car.
It's the Tracy Chapman.
Yeah. You've got a fast car,
I've got a fast car.
but you don't have a ticket to anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I say, use your best judgment, and we'll go with that.
Nowhere.
What?
I thought we were going to nowhere.
Yeah. Someone turn on pina coladas.
Oh wait, no, aren't we actually trying to get to? Weren't we originally going
Out.
to Absalom?
Absalom Station, yeah.
Okay, so we're still going.
All right.
As this asteroid you're on is still rotating, and as you rotate around this time, you can see the station again. And whoever's looking out the window, I'll take a perception check.
There's also like
Because
an
we're all looking out the window.
observation port thing
Look at the little
that
window.
you like.
I'm looking at the front window.
Yeah.
14.
14,
22.
22.
9.
99999.
You see, Chainbreaker's not where it was.
Oh shit.
It's where it is. You can't see it anymore. It was
Right.
floating above Black Rock Station. It could have landed. It could have gone to pursue something else. It's not where it was.
That's no bueno. Guys,
Yeah.
No?
the big ugly ship is gone.
Oh, great. That's amazing. Look, scenic, nothing to worry about.
I mean,
It's not right behind us, is it?
we'll
It
see
has
when
to
we
be
come around the other
somewhere,
side. Oh, what?
What was that, Claude?
Sorry, it has to be somewhere, doesn't it?
I mean, depends if he went behind us or away from us. 50-50.
Is that how that works?
I think that's how that works.
There's only two directions in space.
You are the pilot.
Away and towards?
Do we have a computer to tell us the actual odds?
If you wanted to pull up the calculators on your pocket terminals, sure.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah. There you go.
Please tell me the odds.
2,721.
So, spaceship rotates away, and you are once again no line of sight between you and the station.
I think we should go now.
Everybody ready?
Punch it, Chewie.
All right, so you do your little quick startup. You kind of
Cold start.
you break some stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know how to bypass some safeguards. I'll take a piloting roll to just boosh out of here.
That is a 3 plus some stuff.
Holy.
I think it's plus 9. Plus 7.
7, 10.
10.
So you do something that's worked on this model before,
Doesn't work on this
but
one.
it does not work
Not
on this
ship,
one.
sister.
Normally, what you're doing a little
Star
trick
Wars
where you
movies
just
hack
pop
that
the
way.
engine on and you immediately open up the little drive plume and rocket out of here
Mhm.
with no other systems on. But all you end up hearing is it starts to go, and then your little, magnetic bubble that holds the, drive plume together collapses. There's a loud bang. The ship starts to tumble forward. There's no damage, but you do need to start over turning on the ship.
Do I need to go tend to the engine or?
The fastest thing would be someone in the pilot seat and someone playing with the engine.
I
I don't
just
have any-
point at you and I say drive, and I climb back and under a thing because I'm small, and I scurry under the engine parts and into the back and just start.
Engineering check. Piloting check.
19.
18.
19 and 18. It's not super fast and it's not pretty, but you're able to do it.
Okay.
You're able to mid-maneuver with systems half on, half off, start the thing up again.
Then get the thing up now.
Percy, the whole drive plume lights up. You guys start hauling ass, and then
Turn on the afterburner.
who has some kind of any personal sensors? Claude, do you have that?
No, nothing more than a really basic computer, nothing else.
No, I don't have anything.
Things basically a
Apple's got
calculator.
Camera,
Calculator.
and I've got a custom rig for
You're in the
hacking.
pilot seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your custom rig starts acting funny.
Uh-oh.
The same way it did the last time the Chainbreaker fired its weapon.
We're all gonna die!
You see on the sensors, as you come out of the shadow of this asteroid, it's right there. And you
They're cleaning
see,
right behind you.
although the sensors are saying a huge magnetic field is being generated by it.
Nice meeting y'all.
If the thing has guns, this is a good time to tell us.
Yeah, can you guys? Okay, I don't know how space works, so this is Lily really asking if like a thing is
Volume.
behind us and it's if a thing is behind us and it's going like this, can we just like drop?
If we
You
angle
could-
down and
You
accelerate.
could point down and accelerate if you wanted, yeah.
Yeah, please do that.
Pilot roll. To do the straight flip and burn maneuver.
For the audience, that is a natural one.
You totally overspin, but
Wait.
you're panicking and you still gun it.
Forward is down, and back is
You are
up.
pointed directly at the Chainbreaker, full burn right at it.
Make this work for us.
And then all of a sudden, the ship starts to shudder the same way the Sedation did before, after those other ships were destroyed. Can everyone make a Constitution save for me? Or
To
no,
not
it's
die.
different. It's different now.
Fort save.
Fort save. I need a fort save from everybody. Pathfinder is a different game than 5th edition.
And
It is.
Starfinder is a different game than Pathfinder.
I know, right?
Green.
Shit.
Well,
7.
may have just killed myself. 4.
Percy, no!
Claude, what did you get?
Fort save.
Oh!
Nat 20 from Nick.
Fuck Nick, man.
Nick is fine.
What?
What'd you get, Claude, for your fort save?
Make it look bad.
Claude.
Oh, I put it in the game. It's 8.
8. Cool.
Oh, yeah, we can't see roll
I
20
can
right
see it.
now.
I have
Oh,
roll
you
20,
can't.
but I just wasn't looking.
Lincoln can see, but he didn't look right.
Cool. So, Claude got an 8, 4,
7.
7,
14.
14. You pass.
Nick passes.
Nick
Yeah,
passes majorly. The three of
But
you.
you guys are drunk.
No, wait, no. I think I said 12. Yeah, sorry, 12.
12. Well, then you fail.
Ah.
It's your fort plus 0?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Maybe I did it wrong, but.
Well then, every single player fails.
Woo!
You're all going to take 2d6 damage, and the whole shuttle suddenly stops.
Ooh.
Like, you were going full speed at this other ship, and all of a sudden,
Anybody wearing their
you're not moving.
So
Yeah,
this comes
I
out of our SP?
And then out of your HP when
Nix
you're out
and I were strapped in. Do we get a bonus to anything?
Sure.
So do I pass?
Well,
No, do I just take less damage?
you're
I
not
don't
strapped in because you're...
I'm in the engine.
So you're not doing hot.
No, the full burn is a bit painful in the face.
I'll give you a like a +3,
Okay. So,
which
I
brings
rolled
you to what?
damage.
A 15?
Yeah.
Well, now you pass.
Oh, never mind. Yay me!
Uh,
No seatbelt.
And you get a +3 because you're strapped in too.
7.
7.
Yay.
So you all
Lucky
take
number.
7 points of damage as the.
I am out of stamina points.
Me too.
Wait, how does
Do you have still have HP?
Still have HP.
Then you're okay. You are now this is sort of the way I'm conceptualizing it. When you're out of stamina points, is like the first time you're actually injured.
Right.
So you just got thumped on the inside of the bulkhead by that, and you're like, ugh. You feel like something might be broken, maybe a rib.
Carrot. Yeah.
You got whiplashed forward. You've got the big X bruises and maybe a couple broken ribs.
Ow.
Nick was strapped in and is just leaning in there like braced the whole time, and he's fine. And this is the thing where like drunk people don't die in car crashes.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true because you don't brace.
Yeah. And
Um,
soft tissue damage.
And Club, you took
I took plenty of damage.
7.
My stamina is gone. I am
Excellent.
rocked. Rolled.
So you now look out that window as you're kind of like, ugh. Your eyes are red from all the blood pooling in the front of your eye. And
the
then
G-force is bad, guys.
as it clears, you're seeing the chain breaker pulling you in somehow.
Oh, F.
Tractor beam.
You are
I
not
think it's
familiar
got
with
a
that.
tractor beam or something.
Those aren't a thing.
Well,
It's a giant magnet.
And it's pulling you in.
They
And a
didn't
door
blow
is
us up.
opening.
I'm gonna say, all right, Fast Talker, you said you can figure all this stuff out. Is there any way you can get us out of this?
I'm not sure if this is better or worse than dying.
Is there anything you can do to get rid of their lock on us?
It's a magnet.
Yeah, is there any, like, anti-magnet stuff you know? I don't know that much about it.
It's not quite a magnet.
Magnetize! Sorry, we're Star Warsing. Our prequels off
You
one
turn the power of the electromagnet off, or you reverse the polarity of the... I don't even know. That's not
the
a thing.
neutron flow.
Reverse the polarity of the neutrino flow.
You're being brought into this thing's sort of forward shuttle hangar. The doors behind you closing.
Oh god, they're gonna interrogate us. Nobody give them anything. What do we have?
I don't have any.
The
Why are they gonna
magnet, the
interrogate us?
shuttering stops, and your ship's systems are all screwed up from being exposed to such a high magnetic field. Your personal rig isn't working right now. You can fix it, but it's screwed up for the moment.
How's asshole?
Asshole's freaking out.
On the
He
fritz.
doesn't seem damaged.
But he's on the fritz.
Yeah, he's gonna need a minute. So your ship's kind of allowed to float for a second, and then outside the windows you can barely see men and women coming up and sort of putting these grapples on your ship and pulling it to the deck.
Is there anywhere we can hide inside the ship?
You can certainly try.
Oh yeah, let's move some panels.
I would like perception.
Give me a stealth check to hide.
Stealth check.
Um,
Even better. 19.
19. There's not really a lot of places to hide. It's pretty stripped down.
I'm very skinny.
You wedge yourself between some bulkheads and hide there.
Club, hi. Oh, never mind.
Is there any place where I can like move a panel and then like go behind it and put it?
Stealth check.
Okay, yeah. You make a good point.
You rolled
I was
this
zeroing
one.
this. I was looking for this part. I was like, oh, am I good at that? No. 10, yeah, no.
10. You can't find a panel. There are panels that come off, but none big enough to fit like
Okay.
you. You're not small.
Makes sense. No, I'm not. Okay, cool.
I mean, and Percy is not terribly well hidden.
I'm talking about. I can't see me much.
I still have my outfits with me.
I don't know if you have your outfits with you. And yes,
Can I blow the fuses that open the doors?
sure,
Like I wanna make it hard for them to get in here.
absolutely, you can do that.
All right.
You know where the little lines are to the motors on the
Gonna
door.
like crawl around where I am and find a little thing and just.
Yeah, that's easy. Pop, pop, pop. And now the door's powered. Motor doesn't work.
Great.
You hear them trying to open the door from the outside. You hear them. You hear the motor trying to engage, as if they're trying to sort of override it from the outside. And then you hear some grumbling, and then metal claws inside and kind of grab
Job's
and
life.
just
Da-da-da.
peel the door off.
Yep.
It's worth a try.
And there is a person there in sort of a power loader sort of thing. It looks like a salvage rig.
Like Ripley at the end of Aliens.
Very similar, but more like
Aliens.
it's got like a big
It was
alien.
end of Aliens?
It's in the second one.
Oh, that was
That's
the first one.
It's an action movie instead of a horror movie.
Yeah, good point.
Super
The
great.
first one, she just blows the door.
It's got like sort of a plasma saw, a plasma cutting torch for one arm, and the other arm is a big grabby claw. It's a salvage thing. It's meant to grab stuff, cut stuff off. And then he backs up and he's like, "Got it!" It's a human, scruffy human driving it. Outside,
Scruffy the janitor from Futurama.
basically, it's pretty much
Scruffy
that
looking.
guy. It's pretty much Scruffy from Futurama.
What do we have to like?
And he's going to go off and continue to do his job. Outside are a bunch of ragged-looking pirates, but all armed to the teeth.
Scoundrels, who'd like them?
I was gonna ask earlier if I had my outfits because I'm gonna try to change into the really nice outfit I had, or the nicest of the nice outfits I had, to try to like look like I was important and like an escort for Nick.
Give me an escort for Nicked.
Okay, not like an escort, like an important person
Okay.
who is accompanying this other important person.
You don't need to discuss
Part of
it.
it-
Just shred your clothes.
Part of an entourage.
I mean, hey, I'm not, whatever.
I'm just
What would that be? Would that be like sleight of hand to change really fast?
disguise.
Sure, disguise.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's say disguise.
Yeah.
To change
Doesn't
really
that make
quickly.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yourself.
No, I rolled a 4, but I have +8, so 12.
You are half
go.
in one outfit, half in the other. Unless you're the kind of person who strips completely before you begin changing.
And then you're naked.
Oh yeah, I'm that one.
So then you've got
That's
like,
just Lily in real life.
Yeah.
so let's say 1 and 2 is pants and no shirt. 3 and 4 is shirt and no pants. Cool.
Yeah.
You're Winnie the Pooh in it.
That's fine with me. Pants are for losers.
So, Nick's escort.
All right.
The door opens and outside are all these ragged-looking pirates, armed, guns trained on the door. And standing in front of all of them is an android, a female android, who says, "Please exit the vehicle."
How many do you say?
Number us.
Hard to see from where you are. Give me a perception check.
19 plus some.
You kind of peek around the corner. You see at least 6, maybe 7.
All right. Can I just like finish getting dressed and like see if anybody stops me, but then like do it quickly and like keep going.
You're able to get some pants on. You don't look dressed up.
Oh. All right.
You the android repeats. Please exit the vehicle,
Yeah.
or we will remove you by force.
No. I exit. I'm exiting.
You walk out.
Yeah, and I'm bringing Nick with me if I can.
Yeah, I'll exit.
I'm gonna invest in this hiding spot.
Okay.
I'm not trying to fight these guys. There's way more of them, and they're scary.
Yeah.
You guys all come out, or you 3 come out, and they say, the android says, "My name is Seidel, first mate of the Chainbreaker. Are you, Minala?
Yes.
Are
Yes,
you
I am.
Klobnesis?
No.
Take the
No,
foot
you
to the
got the
airlock
wrong.
and remove him from my ship."
What?
Some
Where?
people come up and grab you and start leading you away.
No, wait. Where am I going?
She said the airlock to be removed from the ship.
No, I'm Clob. No. Who are you? Please, not the
give me-
airlock. The worst way to go.
She stops and she's like, "Wait, so you are Klobnesis?
Yeah.
Well, bring him back."
I mean, obviously, who else would I be?
I don't know.
Android's the best.
And she says, "Who are you?" And Nick goes, his mandible flicking his little hand.
I say, this is Nick, and we are on a diplomatic mission.
She seems,
Well,
she has
the
this just
ambassador.
stone face. Her mechanical face doesn't look like it moves very much, and you get no emotion out of it right now.
Okay.
And she just kind of goes, and then says, "You were traveling with 2 other individuals, a Yosoki and a human. What happened to them?"
I've met a lot of humans. I don't know.
She turns around and she says, "Search the ship."
Can I see her from where I'm at?
Are you hiding?
I'm half in the engines, so yes.
Give me a stealth check if you want to kind of remain hidden.
Alright. That's not very much. That is 9.
You're in the engine compartment, but you're peeking up out of it, so you're not immediately visible from outside.
Do you have ears?
But anybody who would come in would be able to find
But
you.
I can see her?
You can see her.
I can shoot her with my sniper rifle?
You could try.
Is an android a humanoid?
one is.
Okay. There's a thing I have that only works on humanoids, and that's why I'm asking.
Some
Not
men,
involved.
3 of them are coming up the ramp with their weapons drawn. One of them seems to have some kind of sawed-off plasma gun. The other one seems to have a small laser weapon of some kind, and the third one has a more traditional projectile weapon. Seems to be some kind of pistol. And they're coming in and they're going to begin to search the ship.
Is Asshole back online yet?
Not quite, but you might be able to boot him up. Give me an engineering check to get Asshole working.
That's a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Plus 11, so it's a 12.
Plus 11, so it's 12.
It's my Acquisitions Incorporated die, so the symbol, unlike on most die, which would be a natural 20, is the natural 1.
That's great.
Good start.
12. I'm gonna say that's not enough.
Alright.
You're fiddling with it and trying to get it online, and you will eventually, but it's hard to do it quickly.
Alright, what I'm gonna do then...
Asshole's stuck in a weird diagnostic loop.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out and, like, sweep Asshole under the rug, right? Like push him back into, like, under the engine.
Is sleight of hand a thing?
Sleight of hand is a thing.
Give me a sleight of hand check to hide Asshole.
And
To be very clear for anyone who doesn't watch before, Asshole is the name of my drone.
Yes.
It's an acronym.
Automated,
Automated
self-sufficient, hovering operator, limited edition.
Yes.
Is it possible? I know you said that her face was kind of like unreadable, but is it
13.
possible I could do a sense motive check?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying that to be like, don't do a sense motive check.
Feel free to do a self-notice check.
I do.
Who knows
13.
if it'll work. You got a 13?
Natural 20 plus 3 plus an additional d6, which I got a 3, so 26.
They don't see it.
Okay.
You're able to really quickly, and do you reveal yourself?
Yeah, I reveal myself in exchange for hiding Asshole.
So as you're coming up the ladder, you kick Asshole kind of behind the engine block, behind this big fusion battery, and they're distracted by you popping up. And you get 3 guns pointed at you, but they seem like they're under orders not to kill you.
Oh, that's good news.
And does it seem like they didn't notice?
They didn't notice that at all. They were totally distracted by you.
Okay. And
They rolled a 6.
And does 26 on Android Lady give me any kind of read of like, I want to know if she's planning to kill Nick?
You would not be a good diplomat if you didn't know how to read androids.
Apparently not. Yeah.
That is some Bush League shit. If you can be fooled by an android.
Okay.
You don't get out of the diplomatic corps if you can't do that.
No way, man.
You are Magnala.
Yeah.
You get the impression that
Are you though?
Nixt is a complication.
Okay. So could potentially be disposed of easily.
She is. The vibe you're getting is she's trying to decide what to do with him, but she's calculating.
What I want to know is if she thinks Nick is important to me, will that prevent him or encourage him to be terminated?
Hard to say.
Yeah. Okay.
You only
Okay.
just
Cool.
met her, but you can tell that she's studying him and trying to figure out if he's going to be useful.
Okay. Nix and I can still communicate telepathically.
Yep.
So I'll just let him know basically what I found out. Like, I don't think she was expecting to find you here, but I will do what I can to protect you.
This is clearly not helping him relax.
I know, because I didn't do a good job at that earlier, so whatever. I like how drunk me can still read the android. Go me.
Yeah, no, you can totally still read the android drunk.
Great. That's great.
Maybe even better.
Maybe even better now because you're like...
It's that Balmer Peak, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She says, oh, yeah, those guys are searching the ship. They found you. They brought you out. They've gone back in to find anybody else or anything else. And she says, your name's not Alphonse, is it?
I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it isn't.
Shall I pump you out of the airlock?
You just ask.
Is your name Pippin?
Yeah.
Are you from Akaton?
Yeah.
Did you serve on the transport cruiser known as the Isif?
Served on a lot of ships.
Did you serve on this one?
I'd have to consult my records.
You know that this is a ship you served on briefly.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Well then, give me a deception check.
That is...
Or a bluff, I guess is the correct one.
Is that what it's called? Bluff?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 9.
She rolled better. 14 on the die.
Alright.
And she seems to study you, and then seems to strangely be satisfied with this answer, and just sort of gestures for you to be sort of taken into custody of the other guards. They go back in, and they are going to search inside the place with the Percy. There are 2 of them searching now, because now there's lots of them trying to guard all of those people out there. What was your roll on your stealth?
What was it?
It was 17.
It's
wasn't
like 17 or
I think
so.
it was 17.
Yeah, 17. That sounds right.
One of them, these guys are being very thorough, and you're kind of wedged in, and you feel the barrel of something nudge you in the ribs.
Hold very still.
And you hear the voice of a woman say, "Pretty good hiding spot. I almost missed you. Get out here."
Oh, damn.
Maybe she's not talking to me.
I'm definitely. She pokes you some more.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't make me drag you out of there.
Yeah, I have my rights, man. You don't want to hurt me
Do
like
you
that.
think you're under arrest?
I'm not going to answer any questions until I have a lawyer.
Get out. And she just reaches in and grabs you and pulls you out, all 6 pounds of you, and drags you outside and says, "I think I found Percy. Or they've got weird rats."
Wait. He's the rat.
The android looks and says, "Was this meant to be a joke?" "Well, yeah, but never mind."
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
She kind of glares at you, and then one of the other guards leans in and he's like, "It wasn't. That was weird."
It wasn't. That was very intolerant of you.
Well,
I glare at the guy who said it.
What's wrong with being intolerant? We're pirates. Well, are you talking about the skinny guy or the rat? I don't know. Sidle flashes this glare that is clearly rehearsed to mean shut up, and
Okay.
she says, put these 4 prisoners in restraints, and we're taking them back to the station.
We are being arrested.
No, 5 prisoners.
Back to
Oh
the
yes, the
station.
bug.
Mhm.
Put him in his restraints as well. We'll see what he's useful for. She turns and goes. You are all manacled and taken to separate rooms to be held.
Oh god, they're gonna interrogate us
They
separately.
take your weapons. They take any equipment that looks dangerous that can physically be removed. Can your custom rig be removed from your body?
Fortunately, yes.
Then
It's
they
attached
do.
to my armor.
And they do. They take it.
So I'm naked.
They just take that one part. The control surface.
Just yank it off.
Alright.
So we're in nowhere.
So I guess you could say that the control surface to your custom rig is no longer on your armor, because
Sorry,
it's like on
the
an arm
kiln.
thing. But
Yeah.
the rest of the components are still in there.
Alright.
It's just going to be difficult to push buttons.
Yeah, I'll have to drive bits one at a time down a wire.
Or hook it up to something else. You're going to have to jerry-rig. Oh yeah, just how long is it going to take?
111 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1.
No, I can start over. Fuck that up.
And are we on the chain breaker now?
You are on the chain breaker.
Look around and see what's going on with this place.
Is
Does
the
it look
doll
orderly?
with the people escorting us, or did she leave to go do something else?
She left.
She left.
Presumably to go command the ship back to the station.
Kill other people.
Can I try to talk to one of the guys escorting me?
Of course.
Or girls, any person.
And what was that, Club?
She went to kill other people.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
As you're
Take care
looking
of it.
around, you're seeing here is the shuttle bay. There are a few other shuttles. They look like. Club will take a culture check, actually.
All right.
And this is going to be a little easier for you because you know a lot about secret technology.
Secret.
I've got a secret. Got the secret.
What'd you get? Oh, it's in the window.
Under
This
my
brain idea.
11. Not great. Some of these shuttles are familiar. You're not sure where you've seen them. but you feel like you've seen a similar profile on other ships. It's kind of gnawing.
Can I look?
You're gonna talk. You were talking to one of the guards.
Oh, I was gonna see if I could try to.
Go for it.
If they look like the chatty type.
Do it. Who are you talking to?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody leading me and grabbing me and whatever.
It was the guy who thought those jokes weren't funny.
I'm gonna say. Sorry, Jan Vokulis is the name of the captain. I'm gonna say. How long have you been with Vokulis and the Chainbreakers?
Give me a persuasion or diplomacy or something. He doesn't want to talk to you. You've got
I'm like doing it in like a way that doesn't make it seem like we are in a totally different power system, like where I'm clearly being escorted to prison. I'm just like doing it like we're at a bar, like, oh, how long have you been working for, like, whatever, like, very relaxed. Yeah, do they treat you well?
What's the benefits like? I don't know, I've just kind of been passing my application around.
Exactly.
I'd love a beer.
15.
15, he kind of looks at you, kind of looks you up and down, a little confused. And you said, how long has he been working with this captain?
Yeah, like with Vokulis on the Chainbreaker is what I said. Because I was going to ask how long has he been working with Vokulis, but then I was like, but I'm really more interested in the Chainbreaker, so I kind of said both.
All he says is, a few years now.
It's a powerful ship.
Kind of smiles. He's like, damn right.
That's how you always get them. Okay. I'm going to say... I'm surprised I haven't seen the Chainbreaker myself before.
Says, Captain likes to keep her in reserve.
Makes sense.
Don't want to show off this sort of thing.
That makes sense. I respect that. What else can I ask him?
As you're close and you're talking to him, he's really skinny.
Okay.
His flight suit kind of hangs off his bones.
Is it just the two of them?
They're kind of in the front, and then it's the rest of you.
We're all being filed and like.
I thought we were taken
escorted.
to different places, but
We are eventually.
So this is just what you see while you're being taken to your individual rooms.
got it.
I'm gonna notice that, and then I'm gonna be like, and do they treat you well? Do you get enough?
And he's like, and he says, Cap's the only captain I've ever had who ever actually listened to me. Didn't see me as just another part of the ship. And then somebody in the back says, Eshi, stop talking to the prisoners.
I'm gonna say that means something, Eshi.
Sounds like a
he
real
knows he's not
soul
supposed
god.
to talk to you, but he nods.
Cool. So me and Eshi are cool. All right.
I turn to the. I'm sure I'm with the guy who was shouting in the back.
Yeah.
How long you been an asshole?
Wait, he's a drone too?
You look at him.
No, the other kind of asshole.
Oh, like the poop one?
No, the other one.
And he says, my entire life. How about you?
This is the day I signed up for the fucking military.
Ha! Dumbass.
Wow.
Did you at least have the
You're telling
nerve to
me.
get dishonorably discharged, you little rat?
Twice.
Sorry, I was trying to go up. Anyway, the woman.
And I look at him and go, hey, quit talking to the prisoners.
The woman shouts back, yeah, Zed, listen to the rat. They take you to your prison. They take you to your cells and toss you in, lock them.
I want to see if like there's something I can give this guy.
Wow.
Your stuff.
There's a dead guy in yours.
Oh, come, no, really, I always gotta give the fucking cow to that guy.
There is a dead Lashunta in your cell.
Oh, that's what I am. To clarify.
Yeah.
You're left in your cells for a while.
Oh, I was gonna ask when he drops me off in my cell. The last thing I say to him when he leaves is gonna be like, "Hey, if you ever wanna," I wrote down games I'm good at because we talked about games. I said, if you ever wanna play, like Three-Hand Dragon or Dabo or Tongo.
Damjai.
Yeah, I'm around, so let me know.
He kind of smiles and he kind of looks you up and down, and he kind of goes, "Well, if Cap doesn't kill you, sure."
Sounds good.
And he closes the door.
What are the insides of these cells made of?
The inside of these cells are some kind of metal. You're thinking, cheap, like plasteel or something.
Okay.
Smooth. There's no, real seams in yours. It's a pretty well-made little brig.
No bolts, no seams, nothing?
There's some welding seams, like where they've welded panels together.
Okay.
But it's not like Star Trek, where there's fucking access panels inside the prison.
Why wouldn't you put an access panel inside the brig?
Look, one janitor locks himself in there and dies. You gotta make it code.
It just becomes...
It's code. It's like a Starfleet safety regulation.
Your brig is not up to code unless it has an internal access panel for the release of trapped janitors.
That's why you have the guard with the laser gun outside. To vaporize the prisoners. Or rogue Borg janitors. Or evil extra-dimensional janitors.
And the door is just...
the door seems to slide shut and then lock somehow.
Alright.
You kind of got a look from the outside. It is a panel, so you think it's either a magnetic lock or like a deadbolt, a powered deadbolt. It's unlikely you'll be able to get out. But the ride is only about 30 minutes back to the station.
They already took all our stuff.
Most of your stuff. You still have a lot of your stuff on you, like the stuff that's integral to your armor.
Nice.
And there's a little grate at the bottom, and you can see out of the grate that there's a guard.
Okay.
All of you also see this as well.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm making granola out.
No. We're playing Starfinder. That's really loud.
You get back, the doors open, the same guards grab you again, and are now leading you back onto the station. Back onto the station.
Why?
Do you say that?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, is it any of the guards that were there before? Was it Zed or?
Yeah, it's your same guy. It's you still have Eshy. Eshy's still guarding.
I'm gonna say, Eshy, what's going on?
He says Cap wants to have a few words with y'all. Don't know what's about.
Does it seem like the kind of words that would be last words?
He says, with Cap usually, yeah.
Have you ever had words with Cap and Liv?
Well, you're making a lot of noise.
He seems to kind of think back and go, yeah, when he hired me, when he brought me onto the crew. That was the last time I talked to him.
Cool.
He keeps to himself.
Maybe they'll hire us.
Wasn't he just saying that Cap listens to him?
Well, I mean, through Sidol.
Sidol. Oh God. Okay.
Wait, Sidol listens to you.
Say 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Oh wow. Okay.
He says, my point is, nobody beats me and I get paid every time.
That is great.
This is hilarious.
Lily, if you start actually cutting on the thing, it's going to be so loud because the microphone's on the table.
Can't over there.
I told you can't.
Don't come close to the microphone.
You told me I can't.
Lily, if you cut on that, it will make you really loud for the mic.
Yes.
Let me try it.
Was
Was it loud?
I couldn't hear it.
Thank you, Brandon.
I just want there to be a really suspenseful moment where, like, the captain's deciding whether or not to kill us, and you just hear.
Anyway, you are brought. Nick is not with you at the moment. And you are brought into the control room. And before you is that hulking, mutated, spliced together form of the captain you saw before.
Shit, you're ugly.
Gee, can I kick you?
It's hard to tell what gender this thing has. They turn and look at you. The eyes are different colors, they're different shapes. It's got sort of a few pairs of small looking antennae. It's big and built like a vest, but the proportions are wrong. It looks like one of its arms was regrown and reattached.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
right here.
Can I cast my eyes down, like he turns and I'm like, oh crap, I can't make
look
that
at you, and go, and they say, I hold your life in the palm of my hand.
Sorry, I got that thing where whatever comes into my head comes out of my mouth. It's really, there's not much control.
It's true, it's very annoying.
Well, then this should be very easy. All 4 of you have information that I want. I am willing to trade your lives for it.
Wait, Nick isn't here, right?
Nick is not in the room.
Always keep an equal antimatter mix. Good information. Keeps your engine
Some
operating.
more specific questions.
Oh. All right.
he says, I will talk to Klavnisis first. And he sort of nods, and they have the rest of you ushered out of the room.
Oh, girl, I thought it was going to be cone of silence, like... And the two of them are right there, and we can see them, but we can't hear anything.
That's cool.
Sorry, you should do
Pushes a button
Exactly right. Okay, fine.
on a remote he has, and suddenly, silence around him.
Cloud's gonna fold like a table.
Claude, he
table.
says, there. He says, approximately 7 months ago, you attempted to steal sensitive data from the Blue Ion Corporation. Is this correct?
Oh, I mean, professionally speaking, no.
And he sort of gives you what he thinks is his closest version to a smile, and he says, I'm a pirate. You can be honest with me. I'm not going to call the stewards if that's what you think.
All right, well then, yeah. Went south. Didn't quite work out.
That's
You got
one way to
close.
put it. My sources say most of your team was killed except for you.
All right, I got close.
Is it also true that you managed to make it out with one piece of information?
Well, I
A
mean,
single data core on a unstable mutagen.
yeah. But
Do you still have it?
not exactly on my person, you know.
Can you get it?
Well, I could see if I can.
He says, I will give you access, limited access, to a communications terminal. You can get me the formula for this mutagen. I will give you your life. Deal?
All right. A deal.
He pushes the button again. The force field collapses, and you can hear the rest of the room once again. Your ears kind of pop.
Ah.
And he says, the small human next. You are pushed next to this huge form.
Hello, sir.
Ears pop.
Ow.
And he says, you have intercepted a message, correct? Encrypted, high-level military.
I've intercepted a lot of messages.
I'm asking about this one specifically.
High
Approximately 6 minutes in duration.
encrypted military. You sure it wasn't 5.5 minutes?
Pulls out his hand.
Yeah,
for a
no,
minute.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And he looks and he says,
Yes.
5 minutes and 47 seconds.
Yep. Okay, you're right. Round up on that.
And he says,
I was truncating.
you don't seem like the kind to throw away a message like this. I need it.
Okay. Why?
He says, I'm not going to tell you. But you're going to give it to me, or I'm going to kill you.
Oh.
Jeez.
I was never one much for negotiating. I prefer to dictate my terms.
Okay, that's fair. Those are fair terms. I've thought it over.
Excellent. I assume you have come to the mutually beneficial decision
Exactly.
that you will give me.
I benefit by continuing to breathe air.
Exactly.
Great. Wow.
His voice is so weird in that it is kind of gurgly and changes sometimes.
I'm sure he breathed there.
No, because he just stood out on the thing, remember?
It's true.
He stood outside in hard vacuum and didn't care.
Yeah, and it was creepy.
Or didn't seem to care.
And he didn't have a vac suit on, not
Nope,
a proper
just
one.
standing out there.
He's made of vac suit.
Oh my god, Batman.
Dude.
He says, do you have this recording, access to the recording now?
Will that get me to safety now?
It will.
Yeah.
He holds out his hand.
Do I actually have it on me?
Would you carry around, like, I assume you've got sort of your listening station at home.
Right.
And you record it on hard tape so that no one can
Of course.
wirelessly hack it.
Yes.
If you had a really important one, would you carry it with you to make sure no one breaks into your house when you're not there and steals it?
I would. I have a question, though.
Mm-hmm.
We just got hit by a really big magnet.
Also, they took all your stuff.
They took all your stuff that looked threatening. They wouldn't have taken like a.
We would have taken a cassette tape.
Yeah. Like how most of your armor is still there.
Or the
and-
Death Star plan.
It may not be
VHS.
magnetic tape. There's other kinds of tape.
True. Paper tape.
I just want to warn him. Might have interfered
He may have
with
wiped
the
the
recording.
tape.
He says
But this, it
Sidal
was
is talented.
on this.
I believe she will be able to access any data if it was corrupted.
Okay. So I can go now?
He takes it, and he pushes the button, and one of the guards grabs you and backs up with you.
And you're out of the cone. But he's in the cone.
He's still in the cone, and he points at Maynala, and you are brought in.
I go in and I go like, eyes cast down and like not meeting his eyes.
And he says, "I'm not that ugly, am I?"
No, but you are clearly very powerful and worthy of respect. I dare not meet your eyes.
Ugh. You get this exasperated sigh. And he says, "I hate diplomats so much, so I will keep this brief."
He hates me. I'm so nice.
I'm so sweet and kind.
Why does he hate me?
Shoot forward, hun.
Sugar, 5, everything 9.
Rudeness is sarcasm and backspasms.
He says, "Have you met the counselor Yeo Sonon?" 2 words.
Yes.
I believe you were both at the same diplomatic gala together on Triaxis a few years ago.
On Triaxis.
Triaxis.
Yes. Yes, we met briefly.
He says, "Did anything about them strike you as strange?" And you can give me a
Culture check?
you probably like an insight check or a sense motive check because you
motive,
talk
yeah.
to them. This is sort of a retroactive one.
Okay.
Nat 20.
20, and then plus 3 plus 5. 28.
You could read this person like an open book. What? What's wrong?
What's the D6 from?
It's from a special thing I have.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, because you're just a diplomat.
It's your
Is that
second
it?
20, hasn't it?
Yeah, on that same die.
What was that total?
No, one was this one.
Both insight checks, too.
What was that total?
28.
28.
Yeah. I might not know it still. DC could be really high.
No, you remember. You met them at that
Gala.
Mm-hmm. And they seemed odd to you. Like they were hiding something. They were here for a different reason. They were always distracted.
So they had another reason for being there, and it was probably a meeting or something.
Of some kind.
And the gala was a cover.
You definitely looked into it because you're a professional. And you found some big donations to their one of their re-election funds. This counselor,
Anonymous
part of the Pact Council, which you know how to trace. They're not that hard.
Yeah.
From the Blue Ion Corporation. It's a dragon corp. It's run by a blue dragon whose name escapes you at the moment.
Ion?
They like to remain anonymous.
Probably Ion.
It is not. I'm better than that.
Not to be confused with his brother, Red Ion.
And that was weird.
Okay.
You remember meeting them again, and this time overhearing a conversation between them and a scientist who you didn't know about. They seemed to be speaking in code. It seemed to be an important conversation, but they were leaving out important things and seemed to be using code words for other things. They were talking about a garden, planting a garden, how big the plot was going to be, how many seeds that would be needed, the different kinds of plants. It's hard to recall the details, but you remember it being
was definitely
weird.
code.
It was definitely code for something.
Alright, so Yeo-san, right? The name of
Yo Sonon.
Sonon. Okay.
Y-I-O, first name. Sonon. S-O-N-O-N. Counselor Sonon.
It'd be a great hangman word.
Okay, so they were talking. They were acting really weird. I found out that they were getting large donations for their re-election campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, from Blue Ion Corporation, which is run by a dragon, and then also I found out that you was talking to a scientist, and it was this code thing. Okay.
You did not recognize the scientist.
Any
He may
like
not have
help
been a
him?
scientist.
Okay.
You know these sort of events, people bring guests.
Sure.
All the time.
And he didn't have any like lapel pins or anything to indicate like maybe who he was associated with. Okay.
But he had she had the vibe of an academic.
Okay. Interesting. I say yes. I ran into them at that summit, that gala on Triaxis. But we only spoke very briefly. They seemed distracted.
The large, disgusting creature nods
Okay.
and says, "That confirms it." Sort of mostly to himself.
It confirms many of my suspicions as well.
Rat!
I'm trying to like.
I can't hear him.
I'm trying to get him
He
to.
turns it down and he goes, "Rat, you next."
I'm trying to get him like talk to me more, and he like doesn't engage.
He cuts
cool.
you off.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Sick. I back up slowly, also not making eye contact. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
And you are pushed into the circle. He says, "You serve on the transport cruiser, the Elfin."
And
What's the name you said before?
What did I say before?
I don't remember.
Isif. Sorry. The Isif.
What's it to you?
Your life.
It's not worth that much.
All right. He says, "I have plans. You have a piece of information. Your information will help me achieve my goals. All four of you, in fact, have a piece of information that I need. That's why you've been spared."
So it sounds like what you're saying is you still need me.
Not as much as I did 10 minutes ago. All your other companions have given me very valuable information.
What do you want to know about the Isif?
You have a reputation for being someone who sticks his nose where it doesn't belong.
My nose belongs anywhere where there are smells. Just
Well, then
most
did you
everywhere.
smell a suspicious piece of cargo, a strange container, maximum biometric locks, highest level biohazard containment, and a detachment of special forces guarding it, and your captain suddenly becoming very nervous?
Did you smell all of that?
Did you smell all of that?
If you already know all this, then what are you asking us for?
I want to know what's in it. And you seem like the kind of person who would have tried to open that sort of box.
I might have.
Person, that's progress.
What was in the box?
So
we didn't talk about this
No, you're
before.
right. You're right. We didn't talk about this before. You did get access to it.
Of course I did.
Because you're good at this. You had opened it, and there were at least a few dozen of these vials of some kind of chemical. From the way it was being contained, it could have been a chemical weapon, a bioweapon, something that could be easily contaminated.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell. You're not a doctor. You're not a scientist.
And I didn't take any because that shit's...
Clearly, you wouldn't want to take that because clearly it's dangerous.
Yeah, it could be volatile. Very likely.
I was hoping for explosives. Instead, it was not explosive.
Explosives
not
are
explosive.
harmless.
Harmless.
For him.
They're only dangerous if you set them off, so just don't do that.
Right.
You remember that you also recognized it, kind of. It looked a lot like this weird swarm, the sort of bugs that were fought in this great war that you were fighting.
Right.
It looks like the same stuff that they use to sort of grow more of themselves.
Gotcha.
It's this weird, like, compound that they're able to, that they lay their eggs in.
Some kind of like amniotic fluid,
Yeah.
something that gives
Weird.
it a good
It
environment.
looks kind of like that.
All right. I tell him.
Mm-hmm.
It was full of fissile material, weapons grade stuff, really dangerous. Not the kind of stuff you could, not the kind of stuff you could get a good price for in the open market.
Bluff check. You are lying to him.
Nat 20. So 19.
Wow, even negative
You
one.
beat him.
Ah!
Just barely.
Yeah, I saw it was double digits on there.
And I feel bad because I feel like I didn't give him that much information, but apparently it was enough.
He looks at you. He clearly doesn't trust what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but he thinks there's some truth in it, or maybe he's got some incorrect information.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure.
He's not sure. He's not sure what to do at the moment. And he says, "Interesting."
It's bad when a bad guy says that.
And he says, "Well, a deal's a deal." You can all hear him now. He says, "Thank you for your cooperation. My torturer will be disappointed that you were also cooperative, but I'm sure I'll find something for him to do. Like I said, I am a captain of my word. You shall all live, and I shall not kill any of you for this. But I can..." Yes?
We had a crab friend.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that next at some point.
Oh! The
I
superintendent.
just want to make sure that the torturer's not going to entertain himself on him.
He might be.
Is there anything you can do about that? He's a nice crab.
There's nothing I can do about it.
You're the captain.
You seem like a very...
This is up to Nick, and whether or not he wants to cooperate.
You seem like a very reasonable person, and Nick is very
I don't know. We found him pretty cooperative. He gave me all the keys to his house.
Another bluff check.
14.
You beat him again.
I'm just going to say, like, I'm sure there's no need for excessive force. He's very agreeable.
I'm sure. Anyway.
I'm happy to speak with him for you.
After the torturer's done, yes. He says, but I cannot allow any of you to leave the station. Our presence is a secret. For now.
Oh, he means Blackrock?
Blackrock.
Well, how do you want me to get you your data core?
I will give you limited access to a communications terminal.
All right.
To be used while supervised.
We can deal with that.
Why don't you just memory wipe us? I mean, I'm sure you have, because I have a conspiracy that there's memory wipes. I'm sure you have access to that.
He smiles at you.
Does that mean he's already done it?
What the hell does that mean?
Does that mean he's already done it?
And he says, "We've prepared some rooms for you. You'll be kept under supervision until I can confirm you're not a threat." And he sort of ushers for you to leave, and you are all taken to sort of rooms and then locked inside. These are normal rooms now. They're not prison cells.
Who walks me into my room?
Eshi again.
I'm gonna say, you said you've been with...
He seems to, when they go to grab everybody, he seems to muscle somebody out of the way to be the person
I'm sure.
bringing you back.
I'm gonna say, you said you worked for Willis for a couple years, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is he up to? What's he about? I know how pirates usually work.
Give me another check to convince him to be friendly with you.
This die was good to me, though. Does that mean I use it again or no? Okay.
How's mission control over there?
I think the stream is down, but we're still recording, so we'll just keep going.
Sure.
Not as good. 15. No, wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
You've been rolling well so far, so I'll give it to you. He's sort of more friendly with you now. He says, "Cap's been playing this one really close to the chest.
We gathered he kept using that cone silence thing.
Whatever it is, gonna be big. You should try to get on board with this.
All I know is what I was asked by him right now. Okay, what? Sorry. Out of game for a sec. Like, what do I know about Blue Ion Corporation other than that it's run by a dragon?
It's a dragon corp from Triaxis. There's a lot of corporations run by dragons. Some are really big and have their fingers in every pie possible.
And is Blue Ion
Blue Ion is one of the smaller ones.
Okay.
It's still large. It still has a lot of money to draw on, but it is smaller. It's mostly defense contracting.
Is it more discretionary about its investments?
It's just not as big.
Okay.
It can't throw a lot of money around because it's not like these other dragon corps like let's name some right now. Like Wrathtech is one of the really big ones.
I got it.
It's run by an evil red dragon who is openly evil, but it is extremely successful.
Most evil corporations are.
Yeah. Wrathtech makes good stuff.
Doofenshmirtz?
Turns out evil is good.
You've got some nice Wrathtech components there.
They make fantastic transponders and some of the best weapons on the market.
And they're really cheap because it's all slave labor.
And they have that really catchy jingle.
It's so
Wrathtech,
catchy.
the angriest tech in the galaxy.
Do you have their streaming service? All their shows are great. And they just take all of your personal information, so you don't use them.
Right. Never. Touch stuff.
So yeah, that's what you know about Blue Ion, and its chief operating dragon.
Just picturing a dragon behind a desk, like.
Swear to God, if you guys ever go meet one of them, that's exactly what it's going to be.
Like coffee's cold. The glasses like halfway down the nose. Like,
yes.
Get Nancy. This coffee is cold. No, wait, I got it.
Never mind.
Don't let it happen again, Nancy.
No, wait, shit, what time is it? 3? Never mind. Yeah, that's happening. But yeah, so that's what you know. The dragon who runs it is really, like, does not like to be in the public eye.
Okay, interesting.
You know, doesn't do interviews.
But it's mostly just defense. Okay.
It's mostly defense, but like weapons and mercenaries and that sort of stuff.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say like, you got a friend or a cousin, anybody you know over at Blue Ion?
And he says, whoa, is this about the cat's plan? Because I don't want to know anything about it. Don't tell me anything else.
No.
Stop talking.
No, it's not.
Get back in your cell. Chunk!
Oh!
Sorry. The cells were on the...
He said cell, it's just a room.
Okay.
But he doesn't want to know anything. And
he got scared when he started talking about it.
No, and I was trying to play it off as like, I just want to know for me, but no, it makes sense. He's totally being reasonable.
You are all currently just in a room.
Ah, rooms have access panels.
Rooms absolutely have access panels.
I'm gonna, the second that door is shut, start prying that thing open and connecting wires into my suit.
Computer check to get creative.
To be a bionic man. A bionic rat.
What would the rest of you like to do once you get to your rooms? Claude, you see you have been given a computer terminal.
23.
23, that's really good. A communications terminal, but you don't have the password for it. You have to have your guard log you in before you can use it.
What's my Wi-Fi password?
Nothing.
Pippin are able to kind of hook some stuff up to yourself, and you get sort of these little tiny crappy screens out of there, and you're using that as an interface. It's a lot slower than it was before, but it works. So it's going to be harder to do things under pressure.
How much of the access codes do I remember?
Give me just a straight intelligence check.
I am very good at intelligence.
You're very smart.
I believe. Yes.
No, with
That's a 6, though.
Plus?
No, that's total. I rolled a 2.
Oh. They were weird.
Yeah, but they're long. They're long as shit. Yeah.
And they're for a bug.
Right.
You remember...
There was a clack?
You remember one of them.
Okay.
You remember... You think you can still control some of the environmental controls.
Okay.
So things like lights and heat.
What about doors?
Doors you could probably play with unless it's, been locked.
Right.
That's what you can do right now.
Okay.
That's what you have access to anyway. You can do everything your terminal can do.
Yeah.
But you are currently in the environmental controls.
All right.
So there you go. So you can also control it and you can see the readouts from it.
Cool.
So you know which rooms are what temperature.
I will find something to do with that.
Percy, you gave him the thing already, right?
I did. So since I have nothing to do, I kind of want to just go around everyone and ask them about what he asked them for.
That's what I want to know too, but I don't know if
We're in different rooms, though,
You're
aren't
in
we?
different rooms and they're
Oh,
not
I
letting
thought
you
you
out
were-
right now.
Can I patch the rooms together?
You can try.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Nat 20 plus 9.
You used to do this trick on your old ships where you can make the sort of connections between the lights talk to each other, and then you can jump from that to anything with a camera.
Synaptic communications.
Oh, but I do have telepathy within 30 feet. If anybody's room is near my room, do you think I could try to reach them?
You reach out and you don't feel anybody.
Okay,
Any
that's
of your
fine.
friends anyway.
That's fine.
So, all of your access panels suddenly light up with like Pip's face really close. Is this thing?
And it's blurry and it looks
blurry.
there's lots of artifacting.
Can you hear me?
Claude, do you have like organic eyes or cybernetic eyes?
I have organic eyes.
Okay.
I was
I do
like, yeah,
little cool
keep it down.
monocle
Did I feel nicked
footsteps.
if I reached out?
You don't feel nicked either at the moment.
Okay, yeah. Poor Nick.
Yeah, so if anyone who's terminal, anything with a camera that's out, like comes to life with Pip's face.
Yeah.
So you can all now talk to each other.
Oh my god.
Anyone with any cybernetic eyes or anything sees that the lights are flickering weird and unpleasant.
Okay.
All right, you are now in communication.
So,
Do you guys know what's going on?
what did he ask you guys for? 'Cause he was...
Well,
Look around for like recording devices.
Oh, obviously. I've been sweeping the room.
Sure, give me a perception check.
there's one in front of you that you're talking into.
It's the secret bugs you have to work out for. They want you to find the obvious bugs. Those are just decoys. What was this?
Let's say perception.
Perception? 25.
You find one. Very good.
Oh
Can
shit,
I
where?
try to do the same?
Sure.
The rooms are bugged.
I don't have advantage in this, and I was like, with advantage, because now I know what it looks like and what I'm looking for, but that
There's
doesn't
no
work here.
advantage in Starfinder.
Yep, okay, cool.
Go ahead if you would
what-
like to search your room for bugs as well.
Perception, you said?
Mhm.
Alright.
Bug count as something with a microphone that
24?
I would detect.
24, you find yours. It has a microphone.
Can I just know where it is because I'm connected to the...
It's not part of the... you don't detect it.
Can you tap into the feed
22.
and walk around saying, hello,
I
hello?
don't know if I
So
wanted
it's
to
loud.
share mine.
Then don't.
Would I rather leave it? You know what I mean? Like, to be a good prisoner.
Up to you.
No, kill me!
Can I put it like in a drawer
To muffle it,
I
yeah.
found the bug.
and like cover it with something?
That's a
There's
good
a bug in the room. There's a live bug.
I don't know how that got in here because I have screens everywhere too. It's the same one from this morning.
Well, it's a listening device, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you could hide it under stuff.
Do you
to try
want
to
to hide
muffle
it for now to muffle it and like as best I
Rap
can?
tech right here.
Yeah, like anything I can do.
That's good.
Yeah, and put it in a drawer, put it
Yeah.
far away from me.
Yeah, you hide it under in a drawer under some pillows and stuff.
and talk quietly, and then later I'll bring it back out. It's kind of my plan.
Sure.
Okay.
Bob?
Glob.
Well, I mean,
Did you find your bug?
I guess I did.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a,
Perception check? What'd you get?
I rolled a 13.
You can't find yours.
Ah,
You
damn.
might not have one. Sorry
I thought
to
that
say.
was high enough.
Damn it, Jim. Okay.
But I mean, wait. So how many other people have found them and like brought them out? Everybody?
Everybody.
And all three of your friends found a bug.
All right.
Take
I'm
20.
going to, in that case, cast.
Oh yeah, you can take 20 in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do, and you find your bug.
Oh, okay. I just search extra hard then.
You take longer and you ruffle around, you find it.
You know it's there.
And we wait, because there's no reason to talk with Rex.
You have now disabled these listening devices.
Are you hiding yours or destroying yours?
I think that I'm going to hide it.
Okay.
Cool. So you have neutralized your listening devices that you have all found.
Good call.
Who knows who put them there?
Okay.
So you were asking.
What did he want from you all? Because he wanted something kind of weird from me that's kind of evilly, I would assume. You guys?
I don't know what he was asking about. He asked me about somebody I met at a gala conference thing once, and just asked me about their behavior, and I did remember meeting that person. They are taking donations from the Blue Ion Corporation, which is a little bit weird. Very large donations, but they were just acting weird at the gala, and all I just said was they were distracted, and he seemed to think that that was enough information.
Okay.
What did he ask you?
He wanted some intel that I procured. I don't know what it was. It was encrypted.
Yeah. You probably played with it a little bit, but it's
for real encrypted.
Really for real military grade encryption. You were able to maybe get a little bit of it.
It's deep level stuff.
Not how cryptography works.
It's how space cryptography works.
Shut up, Jake. Shut up.
Spray flush is a thing, and I'm okay with it.
What flush?
Spray flush.
Ew.
Spray flush.
You know, like it's being sent in pieces as if to try to hide it, and each piece is encrypted differently, and you got one of them. You were able to decrypt one of these pieces.
Clearly, stuff that the military didn't want getting out. It's probably incredibly important. We should all be afraid.
But once you
asked me about. Oh, sorry.
Once you did decrypt it, it didn't make any sense.
Without context, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest of it.
Did you tell me that you tried to decrypt it at all?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, did it have anything to do with gardening?
Did it?
Didn't.
It was kind of just garble.
Okay.
Military. So he asked me about back.
You probably did it wrong.
He asked me about.
I did it perfectly, and it was garble.
Crazy.
He asked me about a time when I was on a ship back when I was in the military, and there were special forces escorting some cargo.
Another military connection.
And I don't know if this is quite gardening, but it was some sort of biotech. Gooey stuff. I don't know if it was a bioweapon or...
It did remind you of the weird bug amniotic fluid stuff.
Yeah, and I say that. I told him it was fissile material. He seemed to believe that, so...
Can I... If you describe it to me, like color, consistency, smell, and that stuff, can I roll life science to see if I know
Absolutely
what it is?
you can.
Yeah.
This is kind of your jam.
I have 0 in it.
It's not jam, it's biomaterial.
Yeah.
Technically jam.
14 and
14?
16.
16.
Between the two of us.
What he described is consistent with this stuff, this mutation accelerating goop.
Mutation accelerant.
Yeah, this mutation accelerant that the swarm uses to adapt to new environments. You know that these bugs were so dangerous during the war because they could land on any planet, and then bugs born after that would be perfectly suited to it.
Right.
You know it works by accelerating adaptation.
Right.
So it just creates so many different mutations that they can really quickly
You can choose the ones they want and be done. Yeah.
It's not clear how they do it.
No, but you need that for it. Okay.
CRISPR-Cas9, man.
I'm gonna say, do you know what that cargo was intended for?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where it was being
I know
sent,
where and what...
You know where it got off
Where did it
the
came
station.
from? When did it get on the ship, you mean?
It got put on the ship by another ship.
So, well, where were we, though?
You guys were just out in the black. You didn't know where you were.
Out in deep space.
Out in deep space. Another ship rendezvous with you, and you are given this cargo.
And where did we take it?
You took it to... Where did you take it?
Can you take notes for this? Thank you, because I don't have my notes in front of me.
I've forgotten the name of this. Castroville's the one with the...
Castroville's where I'm from.
Yes, they took it to Casper. That's where you landed,
Oh.
offloaded it, and then quickly left. You were
Nice.
given a whole bunch more cargo when you left, as if it was totally normal.
I share that information.
Hmm.
Club?
Well, they asked me about, some mission that I was on a while back. It was just to grab some data cores out of what's the place called? Blue Ion?
A Blue Ion server facility.
Blue Ion.
Wait, okay, wait. When I
Blue Ion, that's...
yeah, that's what I said. I was saying that guy I met was taking donations from Blue Ion and their defense corporation. What were you getting from them?
We never really know. It's we're ripping data out of their central cores.
You had gotten a lead on a vulnerability in their system, where if you could fight your way in, you would be able to extract some data, and your client wanted specifically biotech.
I know it was biotech related. I mean, that was clear from the offices we were in, at least.
After you completed, we're in the middle of completing your mission, the Blue Ion security forces came down hard. There were way more of them than you expected. You were not prepared for this. You made it out with one data core that you were able to snag, and the rest of your team was captured or killed.
The rest of them, they got gunned down by these weird blob things, these cannons, just stuck them to the table. Pretty sure they suffocated in there. I barely made it out myself. It was pretty scary. Luckily, they were all sons of bitches.
What did you do with this core once you made it out?
I sold it as soon as I could get planet side. I had to show something for my efforts. They, bosses weren't just gonna let me go afterwards.
So you gave it off to who?
I gave it to the payer. It was
you remember who this payer was?
Do I know who it is? I don't think I do.
You remember them. You'd worked with them before. You never worked with them again, because they almost got you killed.
Right, because they don't know what they're doing.
It's one of the few times that I dumped one of them.
She was a Vesk. Her name was Cooley.
I'm making a conspiracy board.
You only knew her as Cooley.
Sorry, what Vesk is?
I don't know.
The big lizard people. She's a fence.
They're lizard Klingons.
She's a lizard. She's a fence you'd worked with for a while, and she'd been golden up until that point when she gave you really bad information and almost killed you.
Got it.
She's on Absalom.
Yeah. Okay. If you share the information that she's on Absalon, I'm gonna say I think we need to get to Absalon, or at least find somebody who knows more information
Or
about
Castroville.
Blue
I'd
Ion
tell you guys that.
Corporation.
Or Castroville. See if there's any trace of that shipment. I mean, it's been years. But
I talked to...
The military likes to keep lots of records. You know that.
I talked to Eshi a little bit, and I asked him if he knew somebody...
I have been making a conspiracy board. It looks
I'm
like this.
so happy.
There's a lot of circles.
You're like, it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm
Pepe Sylvia! Pepe Sylvia!
What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying, what was I saying?
Going Castroville or Absalom Station?
Oh, I was telling you that I asked Eshi, if he knew somebody there, implying that I wanted to get some defense tech or whatever, but he shut me down. I don't think he knows anybody there. Does anybody have any connection to anyone remotely associated with Blue Ion? Do they? I don't know if they do.
What does Blue Ion make?
Blue Ion
Defense
manufactures mostly weapons.
Okay.
They do some small arms, not a lot. They do a lot of ship components and big stuff. They do they are a primary manufacturer of power armor. They make the current heavy power armor for the stewards.
Man, I wish I could have gotten my hands on one of those while we were in there.
They were crazy.
I mean, I got a vendor, but not a corporation contact. It's the guy who sells me some stuff sometimes.
What about you?
Legally or illegally? Or do you know?
I don't ask.
Yeah. What about you? Do you know anybody at Blue Ion?
Do I?
Any connection?
Do you?
Try.
Sure. Let's roll to see if you know anybody at Blue Ion.
What am I rolling? Culture?
Culture.
Hey.
What is that?
That's a 19.
19 plus... No, nothing. 19.
19. let's say you know somebody who you've met through sort of your conspiracy network, someone else who knows what's going on.
Right. The truth.
You don't know anything about them except that they used to work for Blue Ion.
Oh.
They were a logistics person, so they were in charge of moving things, and they noticed patterns, and that you've read about them a lot.
Do we know where our stuff is?
I don't think you do at the moment.
Like where did they put it when they took it off of us?
It's like Skyrim. They put it in a chest at the very front.
Right. That's like. Do the guards who took us here still have it, like in a big sack, or like?
You think you're not sure. If you guess, they probably took it to storage or something.
But someone took it and walked away with it.
Yeah.
Back when we were on the previous.
Yeah. Who knows if they kept it there?
I'm gonna tell Pip. I'm gonna say like, I mean, if you got into the comm systems, it's like right now, I'm saying, do you think you could ever find out get like a video feed and see maybe where somebody took it?
I could try, but they took it on the other ship, right? Like I'm not connected to that one. If it made its way onto this ship, maybe. What I can do right now, I was thinking, I've got environmental control. That's right.
So it's like
Environmental what?
We can make the
environmental controls.
And I was just nodding like I
It
did
was
something
really
really
cool,
impressive.
and I was very unimpressed.
We can heat up the hallway with the guards out there until they leave, and then open the doors. If we make it sweltering in there, they're not going to stick around and guard us.
Don't you think they'll know something?
So you can heat up rooms, you can cool down rooms, you can see the temperatures in rooms, and the sensors are very accurate. You can see, like, this isn't like the thermostat display. You're seeing many significant figures, exactly the temperature of the room.
So you can know when someone walks into the room.
Yeah.
Assuming they have a body temperature.
You're seeing, yes. You're seeing, lights and all that stuff. Which doors are open, which doors are closed, all of that.
Since I got cameras in these rooms, do I have a camera in the hallway as well?
You can't see out of cameras, but you
okay.
can talk to things with cameras through lights.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. An expo marker?
Why are we stopping?
Because you're whispering, and I feel like things are happening.
I'm so confused to go get the whiteboard and actually make.
Oh.
I know where they are.
I don't know where they are.
After. I will have it for next week.
Cool. So, yes, what would you like to do?
I want to make the hallway really sweltering hot to the point of uncomfortable.
Before we go on this, we need to have a plan. Like, what is our plan? Yes, get our stuff, but other than that, what's our plan?
Get a ship and get out of here?
Okay, but we need to have a destination.
It almost worked the last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it didn't work.
Cashtabel or Absalom?
I think Absalom personally.
I don't know. I feel torn because I want to roll intuition to see if I think that if we find your contact, if I think they're just gonna be a crazy conspiracy theorist, or if I think we can get really good intel out of them.
Why would you think that we're crazy conspiracy?
No, like Lily.
All the stuff that Percy shares about all this sort of intricate knowledge of the logistics network that Blue Ion uses to move its manufacturing materials, finished goods, stuff behind the scenes, seems like either someone spent an impossible amount of time just kind of imagining it and then writing that down, or they really worked there.
Do I think that if we met that guy, we could get more information that would help us? Or
what do you
I
know?
know we already know we need to know? I don't know.
He noticed the patterns, man.
I want to know what he's building, and if there's a way that we can stop it.
Knowing their motion, the moving of all their resources would be very useful.
Where's this guy?
You have no idea. He's never said.
He's in the ham radio.
Well,
he might be able to ask.
If Claude wants to go to Absalom Station, that's a good place as any to try to get in touch with somebody.
All roads lead to Absalom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm okay to go there rather than Castrovel, I guess.
Got some old friends, some old enemies. Should be a good time.
So do you turn up the heat?
Yes.
You turn it all the way up. It's going to get.
Oh no! I was gonna say you can do it really gradually.
Yeah, gradually.
So you set this little timer to very gradually raise the heat.
And we need to be ready to make our move.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while the heat is rising.
Out in the hallway, but not in the room.
If anybody else is good with computers, I haven't put a rank in it yet. If you want to try to see if we can figure out where our stuff was, I don't know. If there's a record or something, a log.
Give me a computer check to try to.
20? Or 22. I forget which one is 9 and which one's 11.
20. I'm gonna say you see.
You can try.
It's fine.
You can kind of do some math and figure out which rooms have how many people in them based on how hard it's working to cool itself.
Right.
Right. You have all that information. You see a couple of rooms are empty.
Okay.
Every other room is filled.
Okay.
Some with multiple people as if they've been doubled up. So you see a few rooms, like people rooms, are empty. Possibly storage.
How far are those rooms from us?
So you guys, I guess you guys would know where you've been taken. You've been taken to the
Yeah, they didn't put bags over our heads.
the guest, sort of the guest rooms where you would stay if you were visiting the station and staying. Those two rooms are in the other side of the ring.
If we can get to a comms antenna and get some signal boosting, I can reach out to Asshole. Asshole is still on the chain breaker.
Asshole is currently still on the chain breaker with that shuttle.
Yep.
And what would that accomplish?
We can figure out where our stuff is over there.
He'd be in the chain breaker now.
He could,
Okay. All right.
I could use Asshole to interact with the systems there and see where our stuff is.
All right. It's a good as thing as any. So really delay that temperature putting up until you think you've got something with Asshole.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a comms antenna. I can't communicate with Asshole yet.
Oh, he'd find one.
Yeah.
Klob, your door opens, and your guard says, "You ready to call your friend?"
Yeah, I mean, we can see how this goes.
She logs into your terminal and says, "There you go."
All right. You guys gonna stand there?
Yes.
Figured.
This is a comms panel.
He is making a call.
An open comms panel.
Yep.
Can I
It's limited. You can't do a lot.
can I hack that?
You can try. Hack that ball on the floor.
Do I know that he's doing that? Because, I mean, I have pretty good computers. I might be able to do something from my end
an
also.
assist. I mean, the last thing he just said was, I need a
comms panel, yeah.
So what's
Can
your
you
check
read
total?
the password out aloud?
23?
23. Make a computers check while you're trying to find this contact, because you know you want to help.
All right, cool.
Like you see a little terminal pop up in the corner.
And then go away.
And go away, yeah.
Uh-huh. 18.
USB stop.
Ooh. What'd you get?
18.
18. Then you get to add, let's say, a +3 to yours.
That makes it 26.
26. You don't need a lot. You just need a tiny bit of bandwidth.
Just need to get to,
just to get to Chainbreaker. So you think while he's making this call, you can totally talk to Asshole. You don't know what's going to happen when they close the connection. You don't know how much you've been limited.
Right.
The guard guarding you seems to know nothing about computers. So you were doing a bunch of weird stuff, Klob, and she goes, "What's that? What are you doing?"
I'm just trying to get his information. You know, he's not easy to find. He doesn't go around broadcasting stuff like, "Hey, come get stolen data here."
All right, well,
just call 999
quick.
data here.
So you call. Are you calling? What was her name, Lily?
Yeo Sonon.
No, the Vest contact.
The Vest contact is Cooley.
Are you calling Cooley or someone else? Because this guard does not know who you're supposed to be calling.
Wow, he's thinking.
Oh, he's thinking really hard.
I'm sorry, am I supposed to be calling Cooley? No, I don't think it's Cooley. I
So
think it's
you have been told to do whatever you have to do to get this data core.
So what you should do is
You
call
sold it
Cooley.
to Cooley. Are you calling
Oh,
Cooley
okay,
right
I'm
now,
sorry, I
or are
didn't
you
realize
calling
Cooley.
someone else?
I missed that. I'll call Cooley then, yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm going to call Cooley
Well,
directly.
no,
I don't
you-
have a good idea.
We didn't know if you were going to try to give the runaround and be like, I'm calling my contact and not call that person.
No, I'm going to genuinely try to get the data core back. I mean, because, like, I sold it to him. It's his. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get back, but I'm going to pretend that I am if he says no.
So you call Cooley. Do you call with video and voice, or just voice?
Video and voice.
Spoopy.
Cooley answers and looks at the screen, and it's kind of grainy because someone else is also using your connection. And at this moment,
Yeah.
It's like when your sister's watching Netflix.
you're talking to Asshole now. Asshole
Yeah.
wakes up.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother with verbal communication because it's slow. We're gonna go pure binary and into just all computer commands. I'm gonna get asshole up and running out of the shuttle and to some sort of panel.
Cool. On Chainbreaker?
On Chainbreaker, yeah, out of the shuttle because right now he's underneath the engine.
Let's have a stealth check for asshole to be sneaky. It's not gonna be very hard.
I'm directly controlling him, so he gets to use my stealth.
Is stealth any good?
Yeah. It's a 10.
He kind of goes bang bang bing bang bang, and then flies out. Now, once he's out of the
Okay.
shuttle, he's no longer making noise.
Okay.
And you know, right up to the top of the
Shuttle bay.
and kind of grab on up there.
Because he's got the spider legs.
Yeah. Somebody turns around and says, "What was that?" But they've lost sight of asshole. But they're now looking for something. Something happened.
Okay.
Clob. She kind of squints at the screen and goes, "Clob?
Yeah.
You're alive?
Yeah. I'm still alive.
I'm not paying that hitman again.
Wait, what?
How you been?"
Don't know if it was a joke or not.
I've been bad? It sounds like that's what you want. I've been bad. Listen, I need a huge favor, and it's just like a matter of life and death for me, my life, and my death.
Good. Great.
I need. Do you remember that data core that we got? All the biotech from good old Blue Cube.
Yes, I remember all the biotech. The single core you brought me.
Well, you know.
Wow. Do they end that with like a "you worthless animal"? That's like the level of the savage right now.
You know, they're heavy. I can only carry so much by myself as my allies all die, and also, I'm not your pack mule. I got you in.
I'm a pack cow.
And I got you the data core, didn't I? Got you something. It's not like I got anything for it. I barely even got paid.
She says, well, it was more than you deserve for something I couldn't sell.
Yeah, well, now you might be in luck because, we need it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Got a buyer.
What happens if I don't give it to you?
You never sell it because then there will be absolutely nobody who knows who has it or what it's worth.
Yeah, but will they kill you?
I mean, I honestly don't
You
know.
incompetent mule?
These guys, they told me what they wanted and now I'm trying to get it for them, okay? I don't even know how they found me.
I would have loved that dedication on my job.
Wow. The
Dedication
sass.
on your job. I dedicated every ounce of will I had. And
Like
it saved me.
Yeah.
Clearly the other guys were the problems.
She picks up a small spear off her desk, and you recognize it.
I do? What is it?
It's the core. It's the data sphere.
Oh, I thought you said spear.
Spear.
Yeah, I thought you said spear for a sec too.
Little.
Yeah.
It's a little miniature spear.
It's the little data core that you were able to copy information onto.
Good, you do have it. Okay, look at it.
It's on my desk. I look
Kind
at it
of
and I'm
one-
reminded of you.
It's a wonderful paperweight.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I look at it and I am reminded of you.
You're incompetent.
Yeah, well, you can
Keeps
look
me
at
angry.
something that's actually valuable pretty soon and be reminded of me.
How much are they offering?
I'll do a favor for you or something. I'll do a job.
How much are they offering? Or you? Sell it to anyone.
Yeah, they're not really offering much, to be honest. It's more of a getting it away from the ship sort of thing.
She smiles.
Captive, that situation.
This is great.
People I'm watching right now, know what I mean?
She kind of looks on the screen and sort of makes eye contact with the guard and waves.
Wow.
And she says, I'll get back to you on that. Hangs up on you.
Wow.
I stare at the screen for a second, then I turn and I say, she's bringing it.
Your guard just starts laughing. Laughing and leaves the room.
Can I have a quick meanwhile?
You have a meanwhile now.
All right.
a short meanwhile.
Yeah, that amount of time. Is there like an access port or a? Is there? Oh no, we want to get out of the shuttle bay. 'Cause the shuttle bay's not gonna have good access. Is there like a vent?
Totally.
All right, gonna go right over
You
to
go
the
in
vent.
the fire suppression vent.
Perfect. And from there, I want to go. There's gonna be lots of fire suppression near the main computer core
Tons.
because you don't want your main computer to be on fire.
That's bad.
Very bad.
So we're gonna go right to the main computer core.
You get there.
Excellent. And we're gonna look for a jack of any kind
Mm-hmm.
and go right in.
Cool. Another stealth check.
18.
Much better. There's someone in here, but they're busy.
Cool.
Oh.
And all bundled up. They're like doing something. They're working.
Cool.
Because it's freezing in here.
Yeah.
Assholes' little jets aren't very loud, and
Just wrap around
kind
some
of
sort of.
grabs onto
Yeah.
something and interfaces with it.
Cool.
Cool. And you lose signal.
That was long. His conversation was longer than that.
Well, but you keep going a little bit, a little more.
Where's our stuff?
Where's your stuff? All right.
That's
So
all I want to know.
You just look up like an inventory or something.
Yeah, I look for like my sniper rifle. Like.
You look it up and it's indexed on BlackRock. They moved it off.
Okay, so it's on the station.
Yep.
Great.
You see like a weird little note from the quartermaster that is like, I don't want this garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just like get rid of it.
Okay.
And so it's on BlackRock.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it's in a storage container.
Okay.
It just says storage container. BlackRock doesn't really have any.
So it'll just be whatever the empty room is.
Possibly. Yeah, probably.
Or what a storage container could also mean a like a ship.
But it's on the station. You know that.
Oh, sorry, a ship that's on the station. Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know what rooms don't have people in them.
Mm-hmm. You get a few more seconds before the connection is cut. But Apple's still in there.
Cool.
Very nice.
The chain breaker
Mm-hmm.
has antennas.
It sure does.
Asshole could reach out to me.
Asshole can reach out to you. You go through like a little tertiary, like navigation antenna or something.
And I directly the external environmental sensors, which detect how much heat we're leaking out into space.
Yeah.
I send directly like laser channel to
Yep.
the environmental sensors.
And you're just heating up one of them a little more.
I'm heating up an environmental sensor like up and down to create an analog signal, which with the one analog signal you can drive a binary signal.
Yeah.
Like that's like you drive it up and down.
So you've got a really slow connection, but it's there.
Yeah, it's like a 56K modem. Like
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But you don't need a lot. You just need to tell Asshole to do stuff.
Right.
Cool. So then I think this is where we're going to end.
All right.
Pip
Oh,
has
okay.
connections to other places on the ship. Percy is working out this vast conspiracy.
It's very complicated.
Clob, that called it and go as well as he may have wanted, but he knows where this object is.
Mm-hmm.
And Maynala,
Yeah.
as you are sitting, contemplating your next move,
Yeah.
you feel Nicked reach out to you telepathically.
Good.
Thank goodness.
He just says, help. You feel, it feels like it's from really far away, so he's really exerting himself
Straining.
to talk to you, and he can only like kind of say one little thing, and you kind of get the image of the room he's in.
Okay.
You sort of
Look-
get like a flash of
Does it
his
look
vision.
anything like the cells we were in earlier or where we are now?
It looks like he's in a room now, but you sort of see him and he's beat up.
Roll
Um,
credits.
Yeah, roll credits.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Thank you so much for coming to this completely live game where every single player is present, including Brandon, who is a computer.
Yep. Actual computer in the space game.
Yep.
It wouldn't be sci-fi otherwise.
He's a computer in the other games too. This is his entire world.
I'm
This is
sorry,
his
Jake.
entire
I
being.
can't let
Usually
you
his
stream
webcam
that.
is closer to the screen, so it just kind of fills the whole thing.
Yeah.
He is a being of pure thought. Anyway, thank you. Goodbye. See you next week at 7:15. Goodbye.
Audio.